Alright, so we are back yet again. Welcome to the Casual Cast. I am your host, Ricardo, and with me I have yet again, Zombie Cutter.
Sup?
And my beloved partner in crime, Matthew Senpai, Zaruru1.
Same.
Great. We would have had Tony in here too, but he bailed like the bitch he is. So.
Again.
Again. It's okay. They're not gonna fucking pay me for this shit. Are you kidding me, dude?
I'll guarantee run a random ad.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna see any fucking money from that. Like the number, I remember when I first started. Segue from the jump. When I first started making videos, people would tell me like, "Hey," like on Twitch and shit too. They'd be like, "Hey, this ad's running. Do you get paid for this?" And I was like, "No, I don't get anything from that ad." Twitch or YouTube.
Ad blocker on.
Yeah, they just fucking. If you're on my channel, turn that ad blocker on, cause I don't get jack squat.
Just be a titty streamer, Ricardo. That's the way to do it.
Dude, I don't have the cleavage for that yet, and I also would have to shave my nipples.
Yet. Shave them completely off?
Yes. The entirety of my nipples would be gone. It would just be like not nipple. I don't know. Like bare skin. Like, oof. All right.
Would be gone. It would be not nipple.
I don't know, dude. It really is a weird shit. It would be not nipple. But anyways, what we're gonna talk about today is something that I've had a bit of thought into every so often, because it's something that I don't understand, but is a part of our culture nonetheless. Bar pickup culture. The idea that people just go to bars or clubs or whatever, strictly to meet and hook up with other people. And they trust these people into their homes, into their lives, into their bodies, just for the night, or maybe a little longer. But I've never fucking been able to wrap it around my head. What do you guys think from just me mentioning that? How do you guys feel about this?
This is like the most unfamiliar topic for me
ever.
Honest, yeah. I've never done
no,
it.
No, like that's the thing.
Going to bar, but I understand.
That's the thing. Like I'm completely unfamiliar with it too. But that's why that's kind of why I wanted to bring it up.
I think I kind of know the reason, or at least have an idea of why that could be the reason, because at least because bar pickup culture nowadays is kind of dead. If you really want to pick someone up, there's millions of ways, apps.
Yeah, Matthew brought up Grindr,
and of course there's apps for specific kink and sexuality, I guess. Like, pretty much if you want it, there's either an app for it or there's something you can go to find it. Like hell, you can just post on Craigslist and try to get someone. Although you'll probably never wake up again once you're done. So I mean, you never know.
I mean, that's my fucking fear with regular bar culture, right? Like, like I don't know about
the difference. I think the difference is Craigslist. You're getting someone that could be the biggest antisocial person you've ever seen. If you pick up someone at a bar, you're talking to them face to face already, which shows they can at least socialize.
That's if you're both sober. That's if you're both sober too.
Well, usually the person doing the pickup is sober. The one getting picked up is not as sober.
Alright, you heard it here. If you're the guy picking up chicks, you're a fucking scumbag. Picking up non-sober women.
Yeah, like I was saying, that kind of whole bar pickup thing was definitely before these apps
modern
were
inventions,
really a thing.
Before sliced bread.
When people actually left the house.
It was kind of before these apps were a thing. So these people needed, let's say they wanted to go do a pickup. You couldn't just post something on, Tinder. There we go. I couldn't think of the app for some reason. You couldn't just post something on Tinder and find somebody to hook up with for the night. You had to go somewhere and find someone to hook up with for the night.
Yeah.
Most people keep work and their romantic life separate. And most people, if you want to just pick someone up for kind of a one-time thing, a bar is the best place to go. Because it's not like you're going to go there and meet someone you frequent all the time. Usually it's just kind of random people and they're drinking, so you can kind of find someone.
Yeah. Okay, I see that. I mean, I don't think it's totally dead. I think it's definitely nowhere near as strong of a force as it was before because of modern invention, right?
There's just not a need for it.
Yeah. But there's still going to be that demographic of people that don't trust or don't want to do the whole Tinder Grindr thing. But I guess that's what we can focus on too. Why was bar culture a thing, and the tools that have replaced it today, right? I guess that's what we'll see how long we can spin into a fucking video for. So yeah, I mean, my first thought always was right, like none of us are over the age of 21. First off, for audience awareness.
Oh wait, how old are you, Ricardo? 20?
I'm 20 still, yeah.
Yeah, you're
20
fucking
as
old.
well.
All right, fuck you. Like I turned 21 in a few months, but even then I won't need to go to bars because I'm not fond of drinking, and if I did for any reason, it wouldn't be at a fucking bar. And also, I'm happily in a relationship with not Matthew prior to all
So
the
it's not
all the
happy.
stuff. Hey, hold on now, wait a second. Um, so yeah, I won't ever have to go to the bar to pick up chicks or dicks. So it's not something that I have to worry about. But my first thought was, you don't know this person, right? Like, just like anybody else, you don't fucking know them. And if you go for the specifically hookups, I mean, I'm scared. I think the same thing about Tinder now, right? Like, for hookups, it could be a fucking random crazy person, right? Like, they could...
Mhm.
And although the possibility is low, sure, whatever. Just because it exists, maybe I'm just too paranoid, maybe I'm too cautious, or whatever. But that shit is real for me, right? Like, I'd rather just avoid the chance in fucking general.
I guess that's why kind of bar pickups, like I said, were a little bit, I won't say better, but different, because you actually are talking to this person face to face.
Mm-hmm. There's
You can kinda see how
alibis
they're
and stuff.
acting,
Yeah.
things like that. If you're online, you can be anyone and say anything, and it
Yeah.
kind of just works. You can, or
You
know,
don't
of
know
course,
until
you
you're
can
there.
You can catfish, of course, as well,
Yeah.
which you can't do in a kind of a pickup scenario.
I sure fucking hope you can't.
I catfished for Minecraft admin rights once.
I wholeheartedly believe that. Back when you used to do your Minecraft videos, Matthew?
Before that, I was a young lad.
Ooh, young lad,
You
already
have to
comfortable.
catfish early.
He was very comfortable with his sexuality, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it can be done.
You have to do it for your voice gets deeper, so it's more believable.
Okay, but just to talk about that real quick. You know how many motherfucking times I've been called ma'am over the phone at work? I don't
I
know.
believe it.
Is my voice actually that decently high pitched? Like, would you mistake me for a woman talking over a microphone?
I don't think I would. No.
Right?
No.
No matter how cute my profile picture is, once you hear my
Wait.
voice, you gotta know something's very wrong.
Maybe your work phone just sucks.
Maybe it's like an actual office phone, but if it's not like them just saying ma'am the whole time, it's them saying ma'am and then correcting themselves to sir. But there's been definitely times where it's like an old ass white guy and he'll say ma'am, and instead of me having to show, oh hey, I'm not a girl, I swear to God I'll just make my pitch a little higher, change my choice in words, and just pretend I'm a ma'am for the rest of the fucking conversation, just so we never cross that fucking bridge.
That kind of happens to one of my friends at work. He's kind of tall, a little bit skinny and lanky, and has kind of the shoulder-length straight hair.
Mhm.
And he'll be working on something, facing away from someone. They'll call him ma'am, and he turns around, and it's very obvious he's not a ma'am, and has a voice deeper than mine. So when he turns around and starts talking, everyone's just like, okay, sorry, and they usually just leave.
My dude, fucking when I used to work the front counter at the retail store part of the store, I used to have people walk up and just say ma'am from just that first react, I have my hair's gotten pretty long now, it's down to my shoulders, and it gets decently curly or whatever.
Disgusting.
And I don't really have my facial hair wasn't really prevalent back then, so they just be like ma'am, and I'd just be like, excuse me. I just kick it down a few notches. Yeah, hello. How can I help you?
That's what you're supposed to do.
But anyways, back to this other shit, right? Bar pickup culture. That shit is weird. I always thought it was gonna be fucking weird. Glad I don't have to worry about it. Hopefully I don't ever have to worry about it. But now to talk about its replacements, I am familiar with Tinder. Back when
you downloaded any of them.
I think I first originally downloaded it as a joke, but then I used it semi-seriously.
Look at this guy looking for pee-pee.
Yeah, buddy. Anyways, so I downloaded it. It was after I'd gotten my fucking heart kicked in the ass, and
Oof.
so I decided, hey, I don't need this. I can just go on Tinder, right? Find some random girl. Maybe I can just find myself some downloaded it,
True.
made an account, put some goofy ass pictures. One of the pictures that I was the most proud to put on there was a picture that Matthew was present for, actually. We were at the mall and we had just gone to was it a churro shop But they
Yeah,
had.
we went to a churro shop. I don't know if this is the same pictures. I don't even know what you're talking about.
You will in a second. Anyways, wherever the fuck we went, we got churros. We also bought like a giant hot dog. And the guys, you know, us being the guys, we were just like, you know, something came up to the point that we were trying to see how far or how big of a bite I could take out of the hot dog before I couldn't take another, like, you know, further in.
Right.
And so they took a picture of me midway through, and it's just me taking a giant ass bite out of a big ass hot dog, and I slapped that fucker on my Tinder, and I was like, yep, that's going on there. Surprisingly enough, I got a date. She was crazy cute. You know, she was a cosplayer. It was all great. Like, personalities matched really well. And we met up, and we played Mario Kart for like an hour. We talked. You know, it was like it was still like it was pretty awkward on my end because it's the first time I've really like just kind of gone out to meet up with someone who I hadn't known before, and she came into my room and it was just us and stuff. And it was just kind of weird because I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing here, right? Like what are my intentions here supposed to be compared to her intentions? Like, none of us really said, either of us never really said what the fuck we wanted to get out of it. Like, so I was confused. I was like, you know, I've never used Tinder before. Is she like a frequent Tinder user? You know, is she here expecting something that I'm supposed to give her? Or you know, I don't know. I was at a loss.
Looks that are so windy, good as
right,
Mario Kart.
like, yeah. I don't know if she really just came here for the Mario Kart. If she came here just to have a good time and make a new friend, or other stuff. But anyways, we played Mario Kart for an hour. We talked for a little bit, and then I sent her home.
He sent her home. Get out.
And it was unfortunately, as you know, Matthew, forgive for what I'm about to say. It's because I realized that I was really falling for my current girlfriend, and I was like, I don't want to, you know, I don't like this girl that way, and she seems really nice, and I don't want to like lead her on. So you know, told her to go home, whatever.
Is using Tinder, is afraid of leading someone on.
Right. Like, my dumbass didn't realize that I actually liked her until I was like on a date with another girl, and then I was like, wait, shit.
That's a good way to figure it out, though.
Yeah.
Especially since you were on a date with a girl where if you hurt her feelings, it wouldn't matter because it was on Tinder, and
like,
you're never gonna see her again.
Like, well, she goes to our school,
Okay.
and she still goes to our school, and I saw her a few times after. I'll get to that part. But yeah, it was just like, you know, like. We were sitting there playing Mario Kart, and like we'd exchange glances, but my dumb ass doesn't know how to fucking read the mood. Hello? What the fuck?
I'm like that too.
So yeah, she just kind of left.
My current girlfriend was hitting on me for like a year and a half, and I didn't even notice.
I don't know, dude. Spell it out for me, please, because
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm too worried about potentially being a fuckboy to, you know.
I just didn't even notice.
I don't know. I just
Like
don't.
ruining a
know.
friendship.
I guess. I don't know. Fucking know. Anyways, so she actually messaged me a few times after that. She's like, hey, when can we hang out again? She did it a few times. And I felt really bad because every time she would text me, I was hanging out with Nikki, my current girlfriend, and it'd just be like, you know, we like, I tell her, oh, she messaged me, and she'd be like, well, what are you gonna say? And I'm like, I'm gonna tell her I can't hang out with her, I guess. And that's what I did, and I blew her off like 2 to 3 times. And after that, we just kind of exchanged sad looks across the cafeteria. But I haven't seen her in a few months, so
Wowie.
I think she's okay. I hope she's okay. I mean,
She's good fortune.
she's fine. She's I mean, the girl's crazy pretty, so I'm sure she'll do okay. But yeah, that's all the experiences I've had. I mean, besides, you know, getting like bots and shit, and like getting some matches with some like interesting people. Also, some of the funniest shit is just to see who the fuck is on Tinder. Like the number, like the people that I knew that I saw on there, I was just like, oh shit, this
Just,
person's
like,
real.
Profiles and be
Yeah,
like,
this person's fucking real. Or like reading like dumbass profiles. I have a good friend, also with Tinder. He has a story that he met this girl and her bio was like some really like fucking conceited elitist shit. Like she was like, you gotta do this and that, blah 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 blah, and I'm not gonna stand for it. Blah, blah, blah. Like it was just really
Tinder princess.
Yeah, I guess that's a good term. We're gonna coin that. That's gonna be the title of the video. Thank you very much. Tinder princess. So this Tinder princess, she had this bio that was whack, and he messaged her. They matched, right? He matched her. He swiped right or whatever the fuck, and they matched. So he messaged her, and he messaged her this long paragraph of, "Your bio is fucking dumb, and you shouldn't talk like this. Like you sound like a bitch." And then she's like, "How did you know?" They like she like argued with him, and then he talked to her, and then she kept talking to him. She was totally interested. Like after he like turned her, like pretty much like told her the reasons why they couldn't go out or why someone wouldn't find her appealing, and then like
It's
they just had
it's like
an
the
argument.
TV shows. It's like TV shows where the guy walks up and he's like, "Yeah, you're going on a date with me on Friday." "Oh, but I'm not. You're going on a date."
Like it was just weird. Like
Play hard to get.
yeah. I guess that's
that
what
was
she
like
thought
the
was
treat
coming.
her like garbage and you'll get her. That was literally what just happened.
Just as the IT crowd said, just be a total bastard. Just fucking bastards. It was just fucking surreal, dude. But anyways, you have no experience with it.
I have like zero experience with
any of those
dating
apps?
people in general
Okay,
because my
classic.
current girlfriend is literally pretty much my first girlfriend that I got my sophomore year of high school that I plan on marrying. So,
Hey, congrats. Good
That
for you.
was
Good,
quick.
good for you, buddy.
so I got lucky the first time.
Yeah. Fucking high school sweethearts right here. Matthew, you want to share with the class your experience, buddy?
I practice abstinence.
And see, while we were busy being heterosexual, he studied the blade.
Would you say you're an involuntary celibate?
I am very indeed voluntary. I have I've had chances, right?
Oh, with
No,
who? Do you want to name names?
We don't talk about names here.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm not gonna mention
This
names
is a
just
safe
because.
place.
Just because I'm pretty sure that in the off chance that the names do come up and the names themselves watch this for whatever unlikely reason, I don't want Matthew to get exposed. But
Well,
I
one
think
of
I
the
know
10
it.
people
I'm
that
always
watch it.
exposed.
I think I know exactly who you're talking about, Matthew.
Yeah, it's you pretty much.
Okay, hold on a second. Wait a minute. I never put that out in the open. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely didn't get lucky on the first time. I got pretty unlucky for the first few times.
Well,
But
technically, I had a quote-unquote girlfriend in middle school, but it wasn't.
we don't count that
We
shit.
didn't even kiss.
If
we didn't even kiss. It
If
didn't
it's
happen.
8th grade or below, 9th grade barely, it doesn't fucking count. Sorry. If you feel like, oh no, Johnny really liked me when I was in 6th grade. He shared my crayons. It wasn't real.
Who uses crayons in 6th grade? What the fuck?
You'd be surprised. What the fuck you talking about? You didn't have crayons in 6th grade?
No, I graduated to a mechanical pencil.
Holy shit!
And then when you get to college, it's like all I have is this one pencil and sheet of paper.
And if this pencil breaks, God
That's
help
it.
me.
I actually hate wooden pencils now. The passion.
Yeah, I use only mechanical ones. I use the plastic ones where you twist the end of it and the lead comes out. I can't remember the name. They're like paper made. I
They're really
can't remember
fancy
the
ones,
name of
right?
them. They're not. No, they're not even fancy. You get like 10 in a pack for like $3.
I'm not sure about that one.
They
I always
look like a
click-
wooden pencil. They're like the yellow plastic.
Oh,
I know
no, I've
exactly
seen
what you're
those.
talking about. Yeah.
And
I
the
don't like
erasers. The erasers are amazing.
Yeah.
I like
don't,
that classic
I don't use them.
one that you just press down and click it out,
Yeah.
and then it has
Ooh-wee.
like the little like flap that people always fiddle with and break off.
Okay, hold up. Did you guys ever have the pseudo mechanical pencil? It's a clear plastic tube, and it just has a bunch of like pencil tips on
Oh,
plastic
God, those?
bits. On
Or
plastic
if
bits.
you
I don't
lose one
think
or
so.
the eraser, you're done.
Yeah, because it just falls out.
I always had them. I never got to use them though, because I would always end up fiddling with them and then immediately losing one of the tips.
I
and
used
then
them in elementary school a
crash
lot.
now. I'd get them in elementary school. I would just never use them
Yeah,
because they would
that's-
always end up falling apart before I could.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Matthew?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like I'll
Is there
I'll
any
send you.
search term that I can Google?
I don't fucking know. Lead, because it's like literally like a piece of lead, like the pencil tip, on a little plastic cup, and then the
What the
pencil
fuck?
the pencil was surrounded with a lot of those covered in a plastic tube, and so if the pencil tip broke or like ran out, you would just like pop it out and get one of the other, and one of the other ones would fall down, and then you put the other
Actually,
back at the top.
I
It's
think
like
I'm talking
it's like
about-
8 little kind of pieces of lead usually, and they're
Yeah,
kind of
I don't-
just
I don't
stacked
use
on top
those.
of each other. I never.
But I
used
think
them
I've seen
either.
the
They were
eraser
really dumb.
version of it.
It's fucking weird. Anyways, yeah. So, Um. Oof. Holy shit. Yeah, Tinder and shit. I know a lot of people have. I know quite a bit of people that use it. Whether it's fake accounts or real accounts. I have a buddy of mine, same friend who called that one girl out on being a Twitter princess, or not Twitter princess, Tinder princess. Twitter princesses also exist though.
Yeah.
So he there's a fan account for his left leg, I think it is.
A fan account?
Yes,
So he has a fan on Tinder.
Some of our mutual friends took a picture of his left leg, or maybe just his legs, and they named it so-and-so's legs, and they put a bio for it and shit, and it actually has gotten more matches than he has.
Well, they're all meme matches, right?
Kinda. I would assume so.
They just
I
want
would
the
really
legs.
assume so. But some people are into feet. Holy shit, that reminds me. Matthew, I think you remember this. There was a whole era of my life where I had someone obsessed with my feet. And it was quite spooky.
I'm jealous, except it was not female, so I'm no longer jealous.
Correct. But it got, I don't know, it was a little unnerving. Like, because they'd ask for pictures
weird.
of, they asked for pictures of my feet. And my dumbass, every time I actually saw them in person, they said they wanted to be a masseuse, and they went to practice massaging feet. And so like, hey, can I massage your feet? And I was like, yeah, sure. Fucking knock yourself out. And then one time I saw them sniffing my sock. And then there was some other time where I put something on my story where my feet were up, and they screenshotted it. So because you could see my feet wearing like my footsies wearing socks. And, you know, then I kindly asked them to stop, and haven't spoken to them since. Even though
Really?
How to end a friendship 101.
they try to get in contact with me every so often, and I scuttle them back away to, no. But that was spook, man. I don't know, I've had my fair share of oopsies. Like, the crazy shit that I think would happen in bar pickup culture or Tinder and stuff has pretty much already happened to me in regular dating life. I've been lightly stalked. I've been threatened with with either pregnancy or suicide. And what the fuck am I worried about bar culture for? Holy shit! What the fuck? Like, kill me? Come on! That's a win-win.
You tie the noose, I'll get the chair.
Right? Like,
The first mistake was dating.
whatever. Matthew's just mad because I didn't date him.
This is true and false.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just like with how much people are on their phones and social media now. It's just like the whole bar thing is so. It's just so out of element for some
That's
people.
what I mean. Nowadays, it's like it's not necessary.
Well, I feel like that's just our age, though. But, I mean, I feel like the people that are already currently, like, in their 30s or, like, late 20s, maybe early 40s, they still rely on bar culture for...
I mean, all I've been thinking about this whole
Their
time
needs.
is that Black Mirror episode, anyways.
I
The
don't
one
know what
with
you're talking about.
It's the episode where they all have this program that automatically matches someone up with someone else, but then also puts an expiration date on their relationship.
I
So it's
haven't
like
seen
you
that.
will be together for 36 hours.
That's
So it's like
pretty
these two
weird.
people, they get together, they're really enjoying their time, but it has an expiration date of 12 hours.
What
that
is-
you have to abide by?
Why? What the Okay,
That's
no
just-
spoilers, no spoilers. I'll watch it later.
This is literally the first 5 minutes.
Okay.
But I'm just saying it's that, and then they kind of enjoyed themselves, but then they ended up, of course, having to end the relationship and move on to another one. And the guy gets one for like a year,
Holy
and the
fuck.
girl gets one for like 9 months. The guy gets it with a girl he completely hates. Like, they pretty much just lay next to each other. Like, by the end of it, they're just laying next to each other, like reading a book. They don't even talk to each other. And when it ends, they just end and walk away. They don't even say bye.
That's fucking bizarro.
And the girl gets with a guy that's really, nice, super polite, but he's like 007 polite. I guess
Ooh.
I could say.
007, so he's like some oddly gentleman-like.
Like very gentlemanly in a suit British dude. That
M'lady.
also doesn't really pay attention to her that much though.
Mm.
So it's like, yeah. So they both kind of don't enjoy it, and then go through a bunch of other people before ending up like.
I definitely might.
And it goes into the story. That one's a pretty
Yeah.
good, but that's kind of what it's like. It's the whole point of dating is kind of understanding what you like, what you hate, and what you want. But yeah, with bar culture and stuff, it's kind of dead. Just because it's not a necessity like it used to be to find
If you're
people.
really into drinking with the boys, cracking a cold one, I guess the whole bar thing would appeal to you.
I mean, no, I feel like people still go out to bars. Sure, I don't think
Oh,
the bar
people go
industry's
to bars.
yeah, I don't think the bar industry's dying at all. But I think if you go out to drink with the boys, you're going there to drink with the boys. You're not going there to pick up some chick. Because if so, you're not going to bring all the boys around. What the fuck? That's nuts.
They're like your wing group. You know.
Hell no. You can
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
if,
you
if
have like 3 wingmen. Just
anybody
in case.
any's man's
This
boys,
is red
right?
team.
You take
This is
one
red
wingman.
one.
You take one. Because you bring
And if it's
all
a
the
female, you
boys.
get double points.
Correct. Because all the
There's
boys,
strength
that's just
in
gonna fuck it up.
numbers.
Fuck that shit. I'm literally picturing the scenario where you, me, and the guys are all normies, and we're at a bar, and we all go out there in
If
the
you're at a
in the
bar,
hopes,
you're already ignore me.
yeah, in the hope of me getting some girl or some shit. And literally anytime I even like do anything, I just hear all you guys fucking giggling from some random booth.
You know how the prison has the cabinet? It's like the same thing. Trust me.
Yeah, but they don't follow him everywhere.
So why are all these guys with you? This is my cabinet.
Yes, this here is Matthew, head of relations. He'll be the one you'll get to know the most. But I don't know. I feel like Tinder culture and shit is still ominously just as spooky, if not more so because it is online. As another example, I had gone out to visit a friend of mine in Houston, and I met some of his friends. It was cool, whatever. We went to my first club. It was the first time I'd ever gone to a club, and of course it was a gay nightclub.
Nice.
And signing the waivers for that shit is ominous, dude.
Wait, the waivers.
Yeah,
What
you gotta sign a waiver saying they're not liable for stuff.
What,
and
like
if
what, like
you're
getting touched
underage.
by other gay men? Like,
No, not I don't know about that shit, but about like I don't know. I had to sign a waiver for something.
Did you even read it?
I don't remember what it was exactly. It was like
that must
a
not
few
be
years ago.
important.
It was like 2 years ago. And then I haven't seen it since. And I think it was because I was under legal drinking age. I think it was like about some shit like that. There was some emergency contact stuff too, like
Yeah.
in case something happened, who they could call.
They have to be a little bit more careful with minors in a bar.
Yeah, it was a nightclub. Anyways,
Okay.
we all got there and shit, and there was this one girl who had already been worrying me a lot because she was really friendly to everybody. Like we were at McDonald's and some random guy walked in, and she was like, "Hey," and she just started talking to him, and it's just like, dude, this guy just fucking came out of nowhere. Why are you trying to make him your best friend? And it didn't matter who it was. There was like a few homeless people, and she's just like, I don't know, separated from the group and went off to do her own thing, talking to strangers and shit. We got there, and I leave to go to the restroom or something. I come back, I'm like, hey, where's this girl? And they're like, oh, we don't know. You know, some Tinder guy came, he picked her up. She left a few minutes ago. And I was just like, is that normal? And they're like, oh yeah. But
The
it's
next
fucking.
time I saw her was on the news.
I've never seen her again. First off, right? But second of all, it's just fucking weird. Like, I
Quick
get it.
one night.
Yeah, I understand. I understand
the
stuff.
The
but,
thing about Tinder, though, it doesn't matter what their personality is. It's.
I mean, usually
what their-
strictly
what their
for sex.
Face, like what their face look like. There you go.
Yeah. And I mean, I've heard some stories of people doing some desperate shit on Tinder, like whether it's trekking across some woods or driving half an hour by getting driven by half an hour
this,
by.
I have this building made of plywood out in the forest. We can go out there.
Trust me.
Ignore the blood. I'm a hunter.
Yeah.
The shrine of Ted Bundy.
And if you hear clawing from the floorboards, it's just raccoons.
Yeah,
promise.
ignore the screams from the floorboards. I haven't finished the soundproofing yet.
Yeah, I'm a real big horror fan, and so I just have an endless marathon of horror movies playing downstairs. Just don't
In the woods.
in the woods where nobody else can hear them.
But I do have Netflix.
So we can do that. That's another thing too, like Netflix and chill. I always thought that shit was weird.
Do people actually like?
That just became more of a meme, and it just kind of puts on show and then get distracted from show. You know?
Hell yeah, brother.
More of kind of a meme thing, to be honest.
But
It's just a meme.
I think it was a real thing for a little bit, or I mean, it still might be.
I think it was a thing that some people.
It was a
did,
quote
then became a
unquote
meme.
thing,
And
yeah,
then it became even more of a thing after the meme fact.
Correct,
probably.
correct. Because then the normies got a hold of it. They spawned it, tossed it to some cool people, and then it came back to them. But holy shit, I didn't realize how prevalent all this shit is in my life. But I've actually had an interaction with that too. There was this girl that I first liked when I moved to college, and there was this guy who clearly liked her, but he just oozed fuckboy sauce, man. Like, it was just fucking dripping off the guy.
A delicacy.
It was gross. And, you know, he tried to talk to her, whatever. She was clearly not interested. She told all of us she wasn't interested. But we went out, and we were all in a group of friends hanging out, and he walks in and he starts talking to her and stuff. And I leave to go to the restroom or some shit. I leave for like a minute or two. I come back, I'm like, hey, where are they? And all my friends were like, oh, they left. They were going to his room to like play Smash or something. And I was like,
Smash, alright.
and I was just like, no, that's not what's going on. Like, I mean, I still had a crush on her, right? So I was just like, what the fuck? I'm not about to just fucking lay here and die. So I fucking haul ass. I find out what his room number is and I haul ass. And I fucking walk up, and the door to their room's open, and they're lying down on his bed, like they're sitting, and then, you know, he like lays back and he like puts his arm like from like behind her, and he starts putting on Netflix. And like I noticed all of this in the span of like 2 seconds when I walk up, and I was like, oh hey, where'd you guys go? And I start talking to him, and he gives me this look like, are you fucking kidding me? And there's his roommate who's sitting on the bed across from him. Like, his roommate's in his fucking room. So I'm like, dude, what the fuck were you really gonna fucking cozy up to some random chick with your roommate just like sitting on the other bed? Like, what the fuck? We've only been in school for like at most 3 weeks.
He bought his roommate earplugs and a eye mask.
I mean,
like, hey, I'm just putting this on.
His roommate was a bigger fuckboy than he was. I'm pretty sure that he was learning how to fuckboy from his roommate. like
This was a
like,
training
it
session.
it sounds like a joke, but I swear to God, this is what was going on. But anyways, I was like, hey, you know, everybody's waiting for us, and so I got her out of there. It's been so long ago that I don't remember if like, I'm pretty sure she was like, oh yeah, thanks, that was awkward and stuff. But he came up to me too, I think later, and he was like, you know, that wasn't cool, or, you know, or oh, what was it? I think I stepped into his room, and he's like, nah, man, you can't step into my room like that. And so I remember I was like, oh shit, and so I walked out to the doorway, and I looked at him dead in his eyes, and I was, can I come in?
Oof.
And he's like, yeah, and then I walked in.
He has no choice but to say yes.
Yeah, and then I walked in, and then we left. But this guy, he said some stupid shit, like, you know, it's like, oh, you know, you shouldn't have done that or something or another. And I was like, oh yeah, you know, my bad, but sorry, not sorry. Yeah, that was fucking surreal, dude.
That sounds so awkward.
That
and
was
weird.
some weird shit. Yeah, like, my first year of college was a fucking wild ride. It's like, how the fuck does that even... Why? But there's been a lot of weird shit.
In relation to the whole... Okay, so we're talking about bar culture and Tinder. In relation to the whole... How do you guys feel about the whole idea that some people have where the guy has to make the first move? How do you guys feel about that one?
If I have my 2 cents in it, I love adamant
Really? You said
and
love the second time.
adamant and forward women. About it, I'm okay with it. I don't mind. I like a lot of archetypes. I like the shy, bookish girl. I like the goofball.
Archetypes.
I like,
Gotta
you know,
catch 'em all.
character trees, whatever you want to fucking call them. I like a lot of them. But if a woman, you know, was like, hey, you cute, like, she just walked up to me and started flirting and was like, hey, we should go out.
Hey,
I'm not gonna be like, oh shit, my nuts just fell off. Like, ah, shit, hold on, let me grab my nutsack out of my shoe, cause
Let
you know.
me grab my spaghetti as it falls
My
out of my
emergency
pocket.
testosterone.
You just took my manhood away. I'm not gonna feel like that. I'm be like, all right, bet. Not only, you know, I like that. I like confidence and I like bravado and stuff. So I'm perfectly for it. I don't give a shit if whoever feels like they really want to go for it, can go for it. I made the first move with Nikki, but that doesn't mean that I wouldn't have liked it if she had made the first move on me. And it wasn't really a big deal. It's just, Like, Reed, how'd that go with you? Because you said you were oblivious to your girlfriend's feelings.
Pretty much because of the high school I went to, it was our entire class, like class of 2015, 16. I don't remember.
Holy
exactly.
shit, that's.
But our entire,
tiny.
I know 2016 is the year. The class was like 40 people.
You're fuck.
That's
Still tiny.
You're an idiot.
What the fuck?
That's still.
But our class was 40 people.
Okay, hold on. Like your classroom or your graduating class?
The graduating class was about. It started at 50. By the time the first day of freshman year came up, it was like 42 because 8 had already quit. I went to a school where they offer. So for people listening, I went to a school where they offer college classes starting in freshman year.
Uh-huh.
And when you're done with the program, you graduate out with an associate's degree. From
Yeah, so it's like a specialty school.
It's and it was like an invite only. You had to go through an interview process.
Fancy.
There was kind of a whole thing.
Dude, your privilege is
it's
showing.
It's designed for people that are at risk, so that would never probably go to college on their own, to give them a college degree, because odds are if they have a college degree, they'll either continue or they'll encourage their kids to get one.
Yeah.
And it becomes a cycle of more people going to college.
That makes sense to me.
But when this first started, because this was the second year it ever started, there was just no one doing it.
Oof.
So they would just take anyone that applied. Like right now, they get like 200 applicants and they only have 50 slots. Like doctors try to get their kids in there because their kids are bored in high school normally. But like I was saying, she kind of had a crush on me from like the moment she saw me, pretty much.
Ooh. Oh, wait a pat yourself on the back there, buddy.
No, so this is what she literally told me.
Uh-huh.
And she didn't really like push for anything. But because we were just close friends, I literally friend zoned her.
Oof.
For like almost a year and a half.
You can claw out of it. Proof right here.
Yeah, pretty much. It finally got to the point where she got out of it.
I mean, but what did you find out through somebody else? Did she tell you, hey?
It was kind of, she had told me. As it was pretty much like, okay, I told her someone else I was interested in.
Oof.
And then I asked who she was interested in, and she was like, "Oh, it's you." And I'm like, "Oh."
One of those moments. One of those like, who do you like? Oh, nobody. Nobody.
Oh, about that.
Holy shit! That's
So,
by the
that-
fucking textbook
Oof.
high school experience right there.
The person I was interested in was not interested in me
Oof.
at all.
Oof.
So I was like, okay. But to be honest, I wasn't really. That was kind of. She was cute. I wasn't like super interested in her, and it was like, it's not that bad.
So it was the dick talk.
And then, pretty much.
It was the little head.
And then, as I started hanging out with my current girlfriend more and more, I kind of got closer to her and ended up falling for her.
Okay.
And then she ended up getting out of the friend zone, and we've been together since.
That's real sweet. Yeah. I think relationships definitely form through a lot of different things. I mean, me and Nikki's was formed through mutual trauma. We both got horridly dumped around the same time, and we shared our sadness together. And eventually, we stopped being sad together.
Mine has how I started getting close to my girlfriend was that she had gone through a lot of trauma, and
Oof.
previous to that, like really bad boyfriend, like doing illegal things.
Oh, we're not just talking about he has his
No.
back turned to the rest of the band type of bad boy. We're talking about
like, yeah,
yikes.
things you'd go to jail for. I'll stop it there.
All right,
Type
yeah.
of bad boy, and she was kind of screwed up from that, and it was just she kind of just spilled everything to me,
Okay.
to where we'd literally have like 9-hour Skype sessions during the summer,
Oh, jeez.
Those
and
are the
just talk all day, to where she was just kind of venting.
Matthew, remember
And
when I had
it's-
those?
Yeah, and we would just kind of talk, and I'd slowly get closer to her, and she kind of opened up more to me, and that's just
Voila.
kinda how we started getting close.
Wow.
But yeah, she went through a lot of shit.
What about you, Matthew? How'd you meet your girlfriend?
The Japanese are really good at making this thing called anime. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
get me off of? Can we end this now? I'm done.
Wait, but Matthew, don't you actually sleep with someone?
I do.
His
It's
wife
like
is-
not even 1 feet tall. It's like 6 inches, I guess. It's pretty
Well,
nice.
I don't know. I don't think 6 inches is too bad.
It's pretty soft.
Wow,
Doesn't complain.
soft to 6 inches? That's pretty good, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to die.
Envy, return me to the void.
Ash to ash, dust to dust.
Don't talk about Ash.
Oh, oof, Ash Rush. Yeah, holy fuck. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think is in a? Okay, we talked about Tinder. We talked about Grindr and stuff. Like we mentioned them, but we haven't yet gone into the origins of online dating stuff. Like Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, eHarmony, shit like that. That's kind of. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's fading also away with bar culture? Do you think that's becoming
Wait,
less prevalent?
What is eHarmony specifically for, Christians or some shit?
I think
No,
it's
no, no.
just
That's Christian Mingle.
Christian
they have their own.
Yeah,
There's
they have.
also one. There's also one for farmers.
You gotta keep it separated. You gotta keep it separated.
There's one for farmers.
Yeah, Farmers Only is a thing.
And black people meet.
Yeah, there's tons of like archetype ones. There's like
That's the only ones I can think of.
yeah, I can't think of a lot of other big names.
If you make white people meet, you're a racist.
That sounds like a KKK gathering.
It does sound like it just does.
Can you picture someone outside just be like, "Hey, you want to try white people meet?" What? Excuse me? But yeah, I feel like these were the old remnants of the origins of online dating, and they were prevalent around the same time as bar culture, really. In my perspective, like bar culture has been around for longer, sure, but I feel like they coexisted for a while, because even in really old movies and shit, you see people being like, "Oh, she set me up on a blind date," around the time period where bar culture is really big. So do you guys think that all that slow, I guess, kind of more methodical type of way of finding people, whether it's through bar culture or through fucking online dating sites, is kind of falling out of the way for this just fast and quick Tinder?
I think it's kind of younger people
Mm-hmm.
that they just want to hook up. They just want to get with people.
Yeah.
But when it actually starts getting to relationships, Tinder is not really the one you'd go to.
Although the number of times you'll scroll on Tinder, well, you've never been, right? But
I've never even messed with the
on
app,
Tinder,
yeah.
you'd
Me
be
neither.
surprised the number of bios that start with "not looking for hookups, wanting to meet
Like,
someone."
why would you do that on...
Which is exactly, that's what I fucking thought, because it's like defeating the purpose of the
What
goddamn...
the fuck's in your mouth? Are you doing a voice?
It's like, fuck you, alright? But yeah, I thought it was really weird, because it's like defeating the point of the origin of the app. At least that's what I was thinking in my head. But it's just like, people are familiar with it, so they'll just take it and use it for something else.
But yeah, like, because there is Tinder, which is about getting a hookup, and then there's actual relationship websites, like eHarmony and the other ones we already mentioned.
Yeah, there's other apps too, like Plenty of Fish, other
Yeah.
ones.
But then they have, I don't know a lot of them, or what they would be
Yeah.
called.
But even before Tinder, they used to... Have you guys ever heard of Yik Yak?
Nah, I've never
I heard. Didn't that thing already die? Or some
I
shit?
believe so. It definitely died here at the school, but when I first moved here, it was huge. Yik Yak was... It's an online, I guess, like, thread. You can just... It's like, not even thread, but just like a social board where you can make threads. Kind of like a weird local-only Reddit. Because it only showed stuff from your local area. So, like, if everybody lived in Victoria, if you opened up Yik Yak in Victoria, you would see the posts from Victoria. Whether it's people trying to sell stuff, recruiting people for parties, sex, drugs, whatever. And it was all anonymous. Eventually, I think it mainly died because they completely got rid of the anonymity. And they started adding usernames to things. So people couldn't just talk shit. Because that's mainly what it was used for here at school.
Talking shit.
The people just blast people anonymously, right? Because that's what you do. They would just talk
Welcome
shit,
to the internet.
or they would just say about parties, and they thought that people wouldn't fucking see it. But it's like said, like one of my teachers even told me, she's like, I have Yik Yak downloaded because I know that you guys like post answers to homework or talk about cheating on tests and stuff. Like we see it. We're not blind. Just because we're a little older doesn't mean we're stupid. But people, the younger
But
kids,
yet
sure were.
Quizlet still exists.
All right, we don't talk about our sacred Lord in fear that he will get purged. Okay, we just keep it.
No one's gonna get rid of Quizlet.
That beast, the absolute unit of a study session. But yeah, even then I would see people like requesting to meet up and exchange services. But it was just weird. I don't know. The whole thing is weird. It's not for me, honestly. Like that's mainly why I don't understand it. Probably, it's just not for me. I just like being a hoe and a fuckboy. As nice as it would be to just, slay poon, that would mean that I'd have to have people interested in me first off, and second of all, that would mean that I wouldn't have to be a stupid, hopeless romantic, because I break my own heart before I break theirs, practically. But let's just live in the scenario. Reed, what do you think? Completely disregarding that you're in a relationship, just looking at the facts of how this stuff like Tinder or bar culture or online dating works. Do you think any of those you would fit into one of those categories? Oh yeah, I could see myself doing something like that.
The whole relationship finding one online type of thing. I mean, that could work, but I would probably be more of actually trying to find one face to face. Kind of more of a bar culture style of kind of meeting someone, getting interested,
Yeah.
and seeing where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, let's not even get into long distance or anything like that, because that's a whole other topic. But
Yeah.
what do you think, Matthew?
I
Which of these, if any?
mean, like, I'd rather just use some online dating service or something, or an app, because I don't know, imagining myself going to a bar, it's just like, I'll go there, get a Coke, maybe a water, because I feel like being healthy,
I high-key want to go to a bar and order milk. Reed knows why.
and just hang out. Like, I don't know, I'm not looking to hit on people usually.
Yeah.
I just kind of keep myself.
But I mean, we also didn't even mention that a lot of things that are also replacing it, at least in our mutual community in our youth, is just gaming groups and social groups.
Okay, gamers, right?
Yeah, right. Like GAYMERS. A lot of people just meet each other through multiplayer online games, whether it's like WoW or Siege, maybe now even League. Now that it has like comms, people just meet and they hang out and they play games together and they end up doing stuff. I had a relationship that we just played games online, and then we ended up going out.
I know.
You're a sick bastard, Matthew.
I know too much.
I hate you. You guys can't see my fucking face, but I'm pretty sure Matthew can just picture it.
I made it.
Oh my god. Matthew knows way too much of my dark history to be on here. What am I doing to myself? But yeah, it's fucking bizarre. How long do you guys think all of it has? How long do you think the age of stuff like Tinder and Grindr and fast hookups will last? Or is
I
it
think it'll be around forever.
It's gonna be. I don't know if it'll be around forever, but it's gonna be around for a long time. Because the thing is, people don't use that eternally. They don't use that for their entire relationship, for their life. They use it for a portion of it until they get tired of the fast hookup thing and want to find someone to stay with.
I mean, there's some people
then-
who do search for that stuff with Tinder. It's just unlikely.
Yeah.
But Tinder is, in its essence, something for fast hookups. That's why it exists.
Yeah. I mean,
It
remember
has that option, but that's not why it exists.
I remember to all you Tinder users and all you that do look for actual relationships on Tinder, our experience with it is completely limited. So, you probably saw the disclaimer in the
Tinder,
beginning.
It was made for fast hookups. That's why it existed.
Right? So,
Like, you can
I don't
use
know.
it for whatever you want now, but that's not why it was made.
yeah.
The age of Tinder will die when they mass produce affordable sex cyborgs.
Which is already kind of happening, but another topic, I guess.
I don't know. I heard that they sleep with you and then they kill you. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
I don't know about that part.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like again, like you said, people usually grow out of it. And I mean, and some people really don't. Like they're not interested in relationships. They're not interested in like having a family and stuff. Those people out there, they exist and they're normal people.
But there will always be new generations rising. New
Exactly.
Fortnite kids looking for other
new Fortnite
Bro.
kids. Like the Fortnite generation of today. I think it's gonna last until we see a very big change in youth culture. Because nowadays, fucking youth culture is more into fucking sex than people who can actually have sex. It's fucking bizarre. It's weird.
But why can't people just get into a good game?
Like, it's not... Yes, Fortnite is causing your kids to be into sex. You heard it here. Parents, please do not let your children play this game, because they will get sexually assaulted over the
We're gonna
internet.
pretend like there's not Fortnite porn roaming around the internet.
Okay, we're not gonna definitely pretend that that doesn't exist because we
Time
all
for
know that it
incognito
does.
mode.
We all know that it does. One, because just the rules of the internet. Rule 34: if it exists, there is porn of it. But let's not get into that because we can. That's a deep dark rabbit hole, and a moist one at that. But yeah, I feel like culture these days, at least youth culture, is really revolved around sex, and I don't know. I don't really know why. I don't know if it has anything to do with youth culture in general. Like I don't know if it's music, or if it's just like a trend.
It's probably just they have more access to it. They can just hop
I
on
guess,
the internet and
yeah.
look at whatever you want.
I guess
I mean,
access too, but I feel like it's just reinforced a lot. I honestly think it might come down to just music. I think music has, if not, I think it's always actually music has always had a really big impact on youth.
yeah, I mean, music is a big
So-
kind of cultural thing.
Yeah, so, and I think a lot of times, at least nowadays, a lot of, like, especially rap culture, I feel like a lot of rap culture is,
Can't keep my dick in my pants.
there you go. But it's just, I don't know, I feel like until there's a change at the base level of the people who would grow into using stuff like Tinder and etc. changes, it's not going to die out. Is that, what do you guys think that's a good or a bad thing? What do you guys think of the culture in general? Can we even label it as good or bad?
What, the whole
It's-
like one night stand culture shit? Or, like,
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I think it kind of affects what people would think of a relationship, kind of going from person to person instead of committing to someone. It can kind of have an effect on how they think about a relationship. But it depends also on if they really think of these kind of one-night stands as a relationship and not just of, I'm getting booty.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of just depends on
they're not
how
just trying to be a
serious they
pirate.
take it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's gonna do things differently, right? Everybody likes things differently. I don't know if you can actually label it good or bad. I think it's better than people not going out at all. And I think, I mean, as all things, there's a risk to it. But I think it's just the risk is so minimal, just because it is so close to popular culture. I mean, as a public service announcement, if you guys are people, the people at home, you guys watching or hearing, if you participate, all I ask of you really is, you can go out, have fun, see some boobies, whatever you want. Just, if you are gonna go out to random people's houses and stuff, just let someone know. Tell a good friend, hey, I'm meeting up with this girl tonight. She seems cool and everything, but if you don't see me in the next 2 days, this is where I was. This is her name. This is her license plate. I also managed to snag her email password and her social security. Here you go. But honestly, really, like, just have a network as a background, just in case anything does go bad. Just like, you young women out there, if you're going out, make sure you're not defenseless. Like if you feel like you feel more comfortable with having pepper spray and stuff, cool, go for it.
Here's a link to where to buy an M1911.
Holy shit! Hold on.
Here's
Wait
how
a
to
second.
get your concealed carry.
Wait a second. This is a gun-free chat. Thank you very much. This is not
Excuse
allowed
you.
in a Christian podcast.
Hey, I'm waiting another 11 months so I can get my concealed carry license.
Holy
I'm not
crap.
stupid.
I still need to go out and get handgun training because
My
I feel
mom's got a gun license. She has a pink pistol.
like that's
Not
important.
kidding.
I feel like just having, even if you're against guns, I feel like having gun training is important, just so in any situation you are.
I mean,
Not
and then also
defenseless.
just so you don't fear them as
Mhm.
much. Like, guns shouldn't be something you fear. They should be something you respect. But guns can be
That's
a
a
whole
good way to
topic
put it.
for a whole nother.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a topic we'll ever cover
Oh,
here in
that's
the
no
casual
fun.
cast. Nah, I don't know. That doesn't sound very casual to me.
guns.
Depends how casual you keep it.
It's casual in America.
Oof.
It's, I mean, yeah.
About as casual as hearing about a public shooting, eh?
That's low key one of my biggest fears when I'm ever driving. Some people get really road ragey. I just know that one day there's someone out there who actually shoot over road rage. It's probably already
It's
happened.
probably already happened for sure. That reminds me. I was cruising 4chan on a You Laugh You Lose thread, and there was this one thread that was like, "Why are women so violent?" And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And like, it was just two women outside, like at a pool, and I was like, "Are they gonna beat the shit out of each other? What the fuck?" My curiosity got the better of me. And like one girl's like, "Hey, look at me when I'm talking to you." She like takes the other girl's face and turns it to her, so she's facing her now. And the chick that the other girl touched her, she just fucking gets up, pulls a gun out of her fucking purse, and just shoots her. And the other girl falls in the pool.
Like
she's
to die or like.
I guess. I mean, she was point blank. She fucking shot her with a handgun. She was like, "Blap blap." Now, the
Thanks for the sound effects.
the blap blap.
Fire.
The it was most likely fake, just because one, there was no safety on the gun. She didn't turn off the safety. The gun was just like in without safety. Also, she shot.
I mean, some people.
I get it. She shot the gun while she was pulling it out of her purse too. Like before she even had it aimed up, she'd shot a fucking bullet. Which someone else might have gotten fucking randomly shot just because she's incompetent with weapons. But also, when the other girl got shot, there wasn't like any blood, especially when she fell in the pool. There was no like immediate blood or anything. And the entire board was saying, "Hey, this is fake," or calling OP a dumbass because it was fake. And I took their word for it because I'd rather it be fake than me actually seeing someone get shot. Wowee. Anyways. Besides all that shit, yeah, I think bar culture and Tinder culture and stuff is gonna exist as long as people are interested in what it offers.
Pretty much. And people are always gonna be interested in relationships, so it's not going away anytime soon.
Yeah,
I don't even know anyone called it bar culture, TBH.
They probably don't.
It's probably more pickup culture.
Yeah, pickup culture is probably the better way to say it. But I called it bar culture because I thought it got my point across, right? Like you immediately knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, you're creating the Ricardo dictionary.
Hell yeah, brother. Now at your local Webster Dictionary online store, you can buy one for a simple price of $9.99.99 plus shipping and handling.
Totally not a scam.
Definitely not a scam. I repeat, not a scam.
What's that scam? What's that?
Please, hey. You know that question never gets answered properly. Yeah, holy shit. Well, cool.
Was that already an hour?
We're at 56 minutes. 57.
Topic.
So, yeah, squeezing a topic in here the last 3 minutes, but I mean, they don't have to be exactly an hour long. Like, it's just casual for that reason.
It has to be on the dot. That's
Okay,
the one
what
thing.
the fuck? What's casual about being
make all your
punctual?
videos 10 minutes so you get ads? They have to be exactly 10 minutes in.
That's so fucking nutty. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see if anyone fucking makes it. If you made it all the way through the end of this video, right, and you're here, I'm gonna let the video go on for a few minutes of us talking random shit, just to make sure I get the people who actually watched all of it. If you made it all the way through and you're here at this specific point,
All 6 of you.
all 2, go ahead and Matthew, throw out a magic word for us.
A magic word?
Magic.
Any word? Eggplant.
Okay, eggplant. Type in eggplant in the comments if you made it this far, right? We're gonna talk a little more just to make sure we weed out everybody who just skipped to the end of the video. And if you're one of those people, I'm fucking watching you. I see you, brother. You can't. What the fuck? But thanks for skipping around anyways, I fucking guess.
I would never do that.
Wait! You bastard! Holy shit, yeah, so bar pickup culture, huh? That is fucking weird. It's like literally exploring the tall grass, and, sometimes you find the level 1 Pidgey, and you're like, ew, what the fuck is this? And other times you don't. Other times you find, like, a shiny starter Pokemon or some shit. And it's pretty good.
The soft reset.
There's no.
I'm so glad.
There's no save scumming here.
I'm so glad I never tried any of that dumb shit when I was playing Pokemon. I really stuck to the online ladder a little bit, but trying to breed for shinies and stuff, trying to do like Medusa method and filling out the Pokedex and stuff, that was too much for me.
So many hours wasted.
I just always
rolling
played
back and
Pokemon
forth.
casually. I never got into it super heavily like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I only really got into it when I was like in high school. But yeah. Alright, cool. I'll go ahead and I'll pull the plug here. Thanks everybody for tuning by. I appreciate all of you.
Pull my plug.
Holy shit, Matthew, you disgusting piece of... We'll do it later, not in front of the kids. But yeah. This was the casual cast.
There's no kids
This
here.
was-
We don't have a clickbait title.
Now we're due. Now we're gonna.
Tag it Fortnite.
It's
All
gonna be
the
like
kids
it's gonna
forehead.
be a picture of my tummy. That's gonna be the
Do you
clickbait
like
title.
do you like the thing where it's like Elsa and Spider-Man have child, and it's got the really weird
I've
thing,
never
so that
fucking
it's-
seen that.
You've never okay. I guess we're gonna have to talk about Elsa Gate next week.
Jesus fuck.
Do
Okay.
you even know what that is?
No. Holy fuck.
Oh boy.
Oh Jesus. Anyways, all right. This was the Casual Cast. This is our second episode here. And all right. I'll see you guys next time. And remember, keep it casual.